throughout Yu-Gi-Oh's history, Konami has released so many incredible tournament pack slash OTS packs over the years. Whether it was the very first ever tournament pack per season with the release of I believe Mechanical Chaser, or whether it was the first 3-4 OTS sets where they first introduced us to the ultimate rare Master Hero Dark Law. There have been so many tournament pack, turbo pack, OTS packs that have been very iconic for the meta. However, the last three, not so much. Not so much. The only good card from OTS 28 that was even remotely good was the Ultimate Rare Blue Eyes White Dragon. OTS 29, not so much. However, OTS 30 on the other hand might say otherwise because Konami has recently announced excuse me, the release of OTS Tournament Pack 30, which could potentially become arguably one of the biggest OTS sets of all time. Even bigger than the one with the Ulti Dark Law. How, you may ask? The answer is very simple. We know that this set will be released on February 11th. So that is literally 3 months from now. Three months from now, this set will be available to the entire world. And as far as the MSRP, unfortunately, the only way that you can acquire these is through tournament pricing or as a participation pack only. You cannot get them any other time. There have been instances where players and collectors have bought cases of OTS sets and kept all the ultis for themselves and the hell with everyone else. But what can we expect in this set? Well, we do know that one of the ultimate rares will be Super Star Slayer Typhon Sky Crisis. Arguably one of the craziest rank 12 Exceeds monsters we have ever had since Divine Arsenal AA Zeus Sky Thunder, which even Zeus for its time was a pretty crazy card. However, Sky Crisis for its time, it was pretty good too. It was a good way to stop Zeus and stop any other like board wipe cards on the field. But nowadays, you rarely see those cards get played at all. You rarely see them. Only time you do is in Exceed heavy base decks. You know, like maybe Shark or like Battling Boxer or something like that, or even also in Heraldic Beast, which even the Heraldic Beast with the Ryziel deck, with the Ryziel package. I mean, it seems pretty good. Seems like a pretty bomb ass idea. And I would know that because last night, me and the guys in my group chat went over to a card shop in Northridge called Bear Cave CCG. Hell of a store. Originally, it was once known as Enjoy Games and Comics. They changed their name within the last like 5, 6, 7 years or so to Bear Cave CCG. So if you guys are looking to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Edison, or if you're looking to play current Yu-Gi-Oh! Or compete in their One Piece tournaments, um, or sorry, Magic, Digimon, just to name a couple. Be sure to head on over to Bear Cave and be sure to look for Billy or Carlos and let them know that I sent you. If they don't recognize the name Nash, you can also use my actual name, which is Nick. You can let them know that I sent you, and they will give you guys. They'll they're super chill. That's all I. I can't speak. Again, be sure to look for Carlos or Billy. Let them know that I sent you. They are super chill people. Shout outs to them. Shout outs to my man Carlos. And yes, we didn't get any complimentary packs for participating last night. We didn't get any last night. So, Carlos, if you're watching this, you owe us. You owe us, my man. You definitely owe us. So when we come back on Sunday, this Sunday, you owe us double. Anyway, that being said, moving on. Again, shout outs to Bear Cave. They're located on Reseda in Northridge, California. They do current Yu-Gi-Oh! I think 3 times a week. I think it's every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday, if I remember correctly. Sundays at 4, they do Edison. They do Edison tournaments. Carlos, if you're watching this, also before I forget, maybe you guys can also bring in Go format as well. That could be interesting. But as far as this goes, as far as OTS 30, this is probably going to be one of the most unique, but one of the most meta defined because with OTS 30, I'm assuming that we're probably going to be getting because I know that with these OTS sets, they go by based on what you call it. They go by based on what's in the current format now. So with OTS 28, we had we had the ultimate rare blue eyes white dragon, which went with the what you call it, the blue eyes structure deck, if you will. The this set here, I'll show you. This set right here. Obviously, it's open because I did an opening on it months ago. But the Blue Eyes White Destiny structure deck, which obviously gave us brand new support that the deck desperately needed. Obviously, it needed new extra deck monsters, new back row. This archetype desperately needed new support. So I'm glad that Konami brought in a second Blue Eyes structure deck that gave us the proper support that we needed. But I feel like the deck is still missing something. I just don't know what that is. But with this current format right now, because right now it's anything with Mitsurugi. 100% is anything with Mitsurugi. And OTS 29, I believe the Mitsurugi, a couple of the Mitsurugi cards are in the in the OTS 29 set. So when I think of OTS 30, 100% we could potentially expect Yummy to get reprinted. Raziel could potentially get reprinted as well. They could also throw in just a bunch of random bullshit that makes no sense. Like potentially reprints of DD cards, perhaps, because I know that out of Doom of Dimensions, there are three cards? Yeah, three cards. I think there are three. Like there's like two or three cards that in my opinion I feel like deserve to get reprinted in OTS 30. For one, it's obviously the new Link 3, which for all intents and purposes, I saw last night at Bear Cave. My guy David, shout outs to him. He actually pulled out of his packs. He actually pulled the secret rare actually, which was pretty cool. But my opinion, I feel like because there have been multiple times over the last month or so where the guys in my group chat have just like given me their shit, mostly just because of the fact that there's really nothing too interesting, whether they were like ultra rares or something. But the secret rare, I feel like David should have given me his copy, mainly because of the fact that right now that card is sitting at like only like what $6-7 right now, if I remember right. I want to take a look because I believe the Link 3 Sky King Zeus Ragnarok right now it's literally a fucking dollar. Literally it went down it literally went down to a fucking dollar. So I feel like David should have just handed me his cards. Um I feel like he should have given me that because it was just basically bulk. Literally, it's fucking bulk, which is hilarious. But I'm not trying to like be greedy or anything. But I'm just saying that card can because that it can let you pen summon multiple times in a single turn. This card could potentially get reprinted in in OTS 30 as a super rare, which honestly would be pretty cool. That'd be really cool. But I will say I think how much is the Starlight? Starlight is probably not even that much. Yeah, it's only like $14. So that's kind of crazy. Um, that's kind of crazy though. But honestly, I really don't know what to expect. Aside from that, there's really not much we can predict on what to expect. Um, However, I think OTS 29. I want to look at the set for OTS 29 because I think. Let's see. Let's see. If my memory serves right. I believe. Here we are, OTS 29. The full set spoiler. So for OTS 29, the full set spoiler, the full set is as follows: K9 66A Jokul, Cupsy Yummy Way, Kidu Draco Tail, Gaga Head, excuse me, Tri Brigade Fractal, Mitsurugi no Mikoto Saji, Miracle Raven, Moon Mirror Shield, Mistaken Arrest, Crystal Inclusion, Mitsurugi Prayer, Monarch Master Plan, Megalith Ophiel, Megalith Full, Triple D Super Doom King, Purple, Bright, and Dark Armageddon, Goki the Great Ogre, Goki Jet Ogre, Tri Brigade Shurag the Ominous Omen, MST E-Telly, Cursed Bamboo Sword, Burning Bamboo Sword, Original Bamboo Sword, Sales Band, and of course a Photon Token. So that's the set list for OTS 29. In my opinion, it's bad. In my opinion, it is so bad just because of the fact that K9 has to be busted with the Vanquished Soul deck. It's and so even by itself, the deck is just not playable at all. And then Yummy is just a fucking cancer. I'm just being real. It's a cancer to society. Draco Tail is a cancer to society. And Konami is doing fuck all about it. That's all I gotta say about that. But I will say that with this upcoming OTS set, we could be looking at, again, one of the most meta, and one of the most meta defying, or probably one of the worst OTS sets we've ever had in a long time. In fact, one of the worst sets that we had was, I believe, OTS 24. I want to say. It was OTS 24. I don't remember. It's been quite some time. I believe it is OTS 24. I think so. I don't remember, but I'm pretty sure it's that. But one of the older OTS sets, the ultis were bad, the supers were bad, the commons were bad. It was horrible to even attempt to open. So, so again, there's really no telling what to expect with the OTS with this OTS, but Sky Crisis definitely needed another reprint, because even the secret rare from the tins is still sitting pretty at like maybe like I want to say maybe like 15 bucks if I remember right. I don't remember. It's been a minute. It's been a minute. But I will say I honestly think that the sooner we get the set list, the more of an idea that we can have of what kind of format we can expect to see going into 2026. So I'm not so sure when exactly Konami is going to release the full set list. I'm assuming that they'll probably release it within the next month or so, but we will have to wait and see. But I mean, again, the possibilities are endless. But one thing we do know, we are definitely going to be getting a token, which is something that Konami has been focusing on the most, because of the fact that whenever you got, the only time you would ever get token cards, like these ones. I'll show you some of mine. I'll show you guys some of my tokens. Like these ones here. So these tokens right here, the Scapegoat tokens, Karibo tokens, Stray Lamb tokens, and then of course the Gor's tokens as well. The only time you would ever get them is through the Legendary Collection sets, and that's it. I know that Konami has released tokens in structure decks, like in the Crystal Beast deck, the Albaz structure deck as well. But aside from that, only time you ever got tokens was through the Legendary Collection sets. But now they're being released in OTS sets, which is really good. So 100%, we can expect a token to get released in OTS 30. But as far as what though, we don't know. But with that being said, that will do it for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you guys smash that thumbs up button. If you guys are new to the channel and you guys want more Yu-Gi-Oh topic videos in the future, then be sure to subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, and as always, make sure you guys are following me on all of my social media. All of my ads will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. It will also be in the description as well. And on that, this is your boy Nash, signing out.